Hello, this is Whatcast. I'm Matt again. I'm always Matt. Today I'm going to be looking at there's Icy Spin. Thank you. Has sent me a link to this channel, and the bloke is called Vika somebody. Let me check this, right? Vika Draziv is what his name is, apparently. And the video here, they are claiming that the final experiment, TFE, was a massive success. Now, how often do we hear this? For Flat Earth. It's a massive success because they can see that it's all fake. I've listened to the first bit of drivel. There's a guy on this panel called Tron that I've actually debated on my channel somewhere. If you scroll back, I'm not sure if I even put his name in the thing, but he's on one of the debates on TikTok. And he, to me, he was all right. Like he came across quite pleasant. So let's see what he does in this, and let's see if he if he makes a knob of himself. If he does, I'll be saying so. Let's get straight to it.
I don't care either way, but you know.
Yeah, so I couldn't agree more with your title here, Vika, about the it's more of a success than, than they're trying to paint the picture of, It's
yeah, it's more of a success. They're talking about TFE, the final experiment, the Antarctica trip that happened last December when flat earthers and normal people went to Antarctica to witness whether or not the sun set. The sun didn't set. For the whole time they were there, went round and round over their heads. Flat earthers that just want evidence because all they're interested in is the truth, even if it debunks them. They just want the truth. Didn't accept it, obviously. And we are nearly, well, not nearly a year. We're kind of 9-10 months out. And they still haven't accepted it, and they are still coping. The ones that are left. The ones that did accept it just quietly fucked off. You never hear from them again. Or they're trying to move into other things. But you get people like this that haven't accepted it. Let's check it out.
I think a lot of good things have come from the final experiment, the final attempt,
Yeah. The final attempt wasn't an experiment anyway.
And it's very telling and exposing. And I watch that shit all the time.
It's very telling and exposing. I'm not going to say what it was, though, but it's very... They've exposed themselves by going down there to do this.
I've watched hundreds of hours. I've rewatched hundreds of hours.
I bet he ain't. I bet he's watched a debunk video about twice.
And like you said, when you take time lapse and wait a while and then go rewatch it, you see you have a different mindset and a clearer... and
yeah, because you realize you didn't spot anything wrong with it the first time, so you're looking at other things to try and pretend that something's wrong. Like, the sun's changing shape without any idea about 360 cameras, or never any attempt to speak to any photographers or anybody that could confirm or deny any of your suspicions.
Vision and the eye for detail is only getting better, with time, and
the desperation's just getting stronger with time.
I find even more and more shit, even just recently, I'm finding more anomalies and problems with their hoax.
No, you're not.
And I will continue to do my best to expose it, because I think it's imperative for people to understand that they're willing to fake it again. Because
you don't care about people, you care about your own ego. That's what you care about. You care about not being wrong about something because you've got the mentality of a child.
Because it speaks volume, it tells you everything you need to know. If they went down there to prove that it's a globe and they faked it, well, what does that tell you?
It tells you that they didn't fake it because it is a globe.
It tells you one thing and one thing only, right?
Which is?
Yeah, absolutely, brother.
I'm not going to tell us. It tells you one thing and one thing only. Right? Quick, Vicar, save me.
If you start digging in, or if you just have a look again, you're going to find more shit. It's like, because it's full of shit. So what else are we going to find there? Right?
Right.
I'm glad he spoke. That was
absolutely. And then there's
absolutely. What great wise words there.
What?
plenty of anomalies, that's for sure. You know, I keep finding shit that I never seen before as well. So I
Care to enlighten us?
think it's important to never to put it back on the burner and always keep it in the forefront, because
Speak about it then.
It really truly is very telling. You know,
You keep telling us it's telling, but you ain't told us why it's telling yet.
You wouldn't fake something that's real. So people need to get that through their heads. And if you conclude that they have faked it, then it tells you everything you need to know.
Well, I've concluded that they didn't fake it. And the reason I've concluded that they didn't fake it is because I was actually on the live streams when they was doing it with the sun in the sky at solar midnight, whilst I was reading the live stream that they were also reading out. And I also saw live streams to Dave McKeegan where people were doing football scores that had happened that weekend, so it couldn't have been another time. They were also GPS tracked all the way there. They were also GPS tracked and all the flight paths that wouldn't have worked on a flat Earth whilst they got there, and so on and so on. What exactly is your problem with it?
My opinion.
Oh yeah, there was zero science involved here, right?
There was zero science involved here, other than the 12 things they did. Even if you're going to pretend that none of them were experiments, they were all observations that disproved that shit that Tron's got as his picture there.
Right. And that's the best part. That is the reason, as you say, the title is, right? What? It's a huge, huge success, and we have to really thank.
It's funny. It's a huge success. They still haven't told you why, and I don't even know what it's saying.
What? Will Duffy for this. Because if no, this shit show, this gatekeeping would have continued for more years, right?
Yeah. It would have continued for more years.
What?
Thanks, Will Duffy, for proving the flat Earth somehow. I wonder if they're going to tell us how.
Right? Because small things, even small details about the people.
Small things like brains.
What they were doing, the way they were behaving from these past 10 years, it all comes out together and shows us how deeply screwed the flat earth community is to be fucking run by shills.
Yes. No one's real except for these three. The fucking flat earth community was all shills. That's the explanation. Anyone they could have got. Vicar would never have gone, obviously. Don't want to go down there. Justin Johnson. Double J. He wouldn't have gone. Tron, I've already had a conversation with him. I think he said he wouldn't have gone. These people, you could just crowdfund yourself and go see whether it was fake or not. I can't afford it. Well, then shut up. Because it's there. If you're that determined, we may laugh at Roger fucking the Antarctic explorer Ledwell with his so far $2 towards $40,000 to go to Antarctica, or Antarctica as he calls it, to do something, to look at what when MC Toon asked him what he was going to do there, he goes, I've got loads of experiments. What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to look at the sun. That was his experiment, but it was all right because in the background he had his mate Chewie, who was like backing him up all the way. So that was pretty good.
By sellouts, right?
Yeah.
It's so difficult.
Yep.
Right now, and it's an attack. It's an absolute attack right now. Tron, you're going to agree with me. Even on TikTok,
Tron?
there are people pretending to be flat earthers.
Yes.
Just to...
Hang on, is Tron going to turn on his TikTok mates here? Is he? Because he's a TikToker. I found him. He's always in these rooms with these people that old Vicar here is slagging off now. Old Tron's going to side with Vicar. They got no shame, these flat earthers. Yeah, they're all pricks on TikTok. I can't fucking stand them. Maybe back to TikTok later. Yeah, that Vicar was a right prick earlier. I spoke to him. I didn't know what he was fucking saying.
What? And it's an attack.
It is. And there's a whole new crowd of younger ones coming in.
Yeah, and you talk to all of them, you two-faced bastard.
You know, so they pretend they want to know. Next thing you know, you're wasting 30 minutes. I'm on to them really fast, and I don't even mess around.
Yeah. He's got his finger on the pulse, old Tron there. He sees it straight away. He's young, this one. How old are you, mate? Oh, 25. Ah, fuck off. You're a shill.
If they, I don't mess around.
No, he don't mess around. He's too busy being friends with all of them.
If they're serious, I will talk. If they don't seem serious, they're gone.
Well, that's bullshit because you came into my life and I wasn't being serious. I'm always the fucking same. I was like, this is ridiculous and taking the piss, and you came in and tried to be very friendly with me. So why did you do that, Tron? I think you came in more than once.
I don't play around anymore. I don't want to waste my time.
God damn it, ain't no fucking goddamn way I'm gonna goddamn waste my goddamn time with these goddamn punks anymore.
Because what I'm finding is there are so many people that are interested in talking for real.
Yeah. If there's one interest I can't stand, it's talking.
Not these trolls, right? So I get rid of the trolls as fast as I can because our movement is huge. We are growing big.
What a lie. We are growing. Look at the views on the Flat Earth channels these days. Why don't you do that? Look on the debunking views against Flat Earth and see how they've deteriorated. Everybody will tell you this is shrinking. Go to a TikTok live. Your home, Tron. Go there. I used to do TikToks talking about Flat Earth, and I would have hundreds of people in the live. And the last time I did it, I had about 40. It was top number. That was about it. No point.
Time, and many people are aware of the term of Flat Earth and what we're talking about. And so many people really do have questions, and what these trolls are doing is they're coming in to deflect the our TikTok lives and those of us that do it, and then
you're still on there. I thought you didn't like TikTok.
And it prevents other people because they see how we have to deal with them, right? What? And then other people that really might have the exact same question, but because they're very serious, then they don't want to come. You know what I mean? So. I address.
They don't want to come. Maybe they should go and watch porn or something.
That's all that when I first start my lives. I don't put up with any of it. None of it. I'll fucking fish it out.
God damn it. Ain't no fucking goddamn way I'm ever putting up with any of that shit no more.
Within 2 minutes. And they're gone.
Yeah, them trolls turn it into a shit show, and they're intellectually dishonest, and that's their whole intent.
Intellectually dishonest, but he just agreed with Tron saying Flat Earth is growing.
In my opinion, they're over here offering. I got offered $1,000 to go debate Red's rhetoric.
No, you didn't.
The other day, but I'm done.
If someone offered you $1,000 to debate anybody, then they're more insane than you.
With debates, I'm done ascertaining intellectually dishonest people who are there just to suck the life out of the totality of the movement. And another thing that I think that is really, really healthy that has happened, because it exposed a lot of these fake flat earthers, and I wouldn't even know personally a lot of these people are not who they claim they are if it wasn't for the final experiment. So
yeah, we know. Well, that Lisbeth came from nowhere, didn't she? She was obviously a fake. And Jaren, he was in on it. Jaren and Whitsitt were in on it for 10 years. They just building up to that moment. Whitsitt hasn't switched, but he's a fake. It's obvious now. He was just one of them trolls, even though we all loved him a year ago. A year ago, the amount of people to say, "Oh, you won't talk to Austin Whitsitt. He would destroy you. Oh, we love him. He's our new guy." 2 months later, he's a shill. We always knew he was. He was always a shill. You can't fool me. Or as Tron would say, "God damn it, ain't no fucking way. God damn it."
So not only are we growing, but we're growing in quality and not quantity more so. I think it's important to really buckle down and be observant and due diligent with our discernment.
Yeah, just use some words that have got no meaning in that sentence. You're going to tell us what's wrong with the final experiment? I'm waiting.
Because we're being shown every day that you can't trust anybody, and you need to question everything.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially with few people that they come, they do their hit pieces, and they disappear. What? Right? It just shows that these people are put in place.
Yes, I think so. Then there's a handful of them, which I've got them all blocked.
Yeah, I've been put in place recently. just come from nowhere. I've been around forever, by the way. I've been around for about 5 or 6 years doing podcasts and a little bit on YouTube, but flat earthers don't care about the truth, so they'll tell you if anyone talks about me, it'd be I've just arrived. They've just sent him to mock us. They
don't even discuss. They might see me if I visit other people's panels, but when I come up and do my own stuff, they're not even allowed in. I don't care.
Yeah, God damn it, I ain't letting no one in with a different opinion to me, because that's how manly I am.
Anymore.
Good for you.
And I will blast them. They do not like me. And that's good. They don't have to like me. No. The only thing I'm
This is not the man I spoke to, by the way. It is the man. It's Tron with the same thing. But he was as pleasant as you like when he spoke to me. But now he's on here presenting himself as an entirely different person, trying to impress this, whatever that is, and JJ.
All I need to do is talk about the truth, and I will not be deterred. I will speak the truth. Wherever I go, the best that
Well, you won't, because you just said flat Earth is growing. And you know... Everybody knows that's a lie.
I'm allowed. You know what I mean? If they'll let me, I will do it.
Yeah, they act like a bunch of children. You know, we're all grown-ups here, and it's just very telling that they can't just come here and have a...
Yeah, we're all grown-ups. I can't believe they said that the Earth's not flat, and they went down and proved it. We have got a dome. There is a dome.
But like a conversation like we're having now, you know? It's like, what's so hard?
We do get them. You'd be surprised. I get people come up all the time, very interested. I've had, like even I had just about a week ago, I had 2 pilots, right? 2 pilots come in. And it was actually, for the most part, a cordial conversation. And I
think there was a pilot in the conversation I had with him. How did that go for you, Tron?
I think we were getting through to one of them. That's a success for me. My whole goal.
You think a pilot come on to... I'd love to see that. You think a pilot came into your live and a non-pilot, bloke that's probably never even been in the air, has convinced him that the Earth is flat?
It's just to answer questions, and if we can, and then steer people in the right direction where they can get the resources to study on their own. You know, I don't expect anybody to come up on some internet panel somewhere, you know, and then all of a sudden be instant flat earthers. If they're sincere, give them the information, give them the resources so they can go study it on their own.
If they're sincere and you give them all the information, all the resources, they'll quickly figure out that the Earth can't possibly be flat. They'll just look at a sunset or the horizon and think, oh yeah, well, that's not true then.
Without being detracted by anybody. And if they're sincere, they're going to see the truth. And if they begin to see a little bit, guess what? A little bit goes a long way. And next thing you know, they're right here with us.
God damn. I wonder what how they get so passionate about it. I'm not passionate about it at all. I just think it's funny. Watching people cope when smacked with reality is very amusing to me.
You know?
Yeah, it opens the door, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So it's
important. Oh, yeah. Cliche.
Important to plant those seeds, you know. It's important to plant those seeds. And that's why it's also important to get all the poison out, you know.
This JJ says a lot without saying anything, doesn't he?
We're being deluded with these trolls, and that's their whole intentions, is to come over here and get it to where even the intellectually honest don't want to be here because it's very negative, you know.
Right.
And I do think that flat Earth is extremely important, but at the same time, it's not really an entry level conspiracy.
Is this the same bloke that said he doesn't care if the Earth's flat the other day on that other panel? Is it the same JJ?
You know, it's like when you have all these other things that are just as relative, because, you know, we all know the powers to be, everything leads to Rome. You know, all the roads lead to the same avenue, and it's all connected one way.
Yeah, that famous old saying, all the roads lead to the same avenue.
Or another, our entire reality has been infiltrated by deception, you know, and, you know, propaganda. But, you know, a lot of these people, if you can just talk to them honestly and have good conversations about a number of other things, whether it be rigged elections or vaccines or, you know, trafficking of children or any other, you know, I don't know. I just think that's important just as much as the flat Earth.
Why don't you talk about that then? Why don't you talk about any of those things rather than keep talking about this debunked ridiculous thing that makes you look ridiculous?
You know, to get them to understand who they're actually defending in the first place, your source. You know, the source is so non-credible, it'll blow your mind, and they defend them to death. It's pretty mind-blowing.
It's unfortunate. But flat Earth is the gateway. I don't even like to use flat Earth. I try to say...
Yeah. There's one thing I don't like using, it's flat Earth, whilst he's got his picture is literally a picture of the flat Earth.
I prefer to say I'm a geocentric, flat, non-moving Earth person.
Yeah, because that's much easier to say that. Yeah, there's one thing I can't stand is flat Earth. I'd much rather be called a geocentric, non-moving, completely still, static, non-rotating, non-moving, on its own, with a dome and endless land, infinite plane Earther.
Because it covers everything and gives us a lot more to talk about other than the shape. There's a lot more to it, right? There's a lot more to the model. Geocentric is a lot more, so anyway.
The shape is actually one of the lesser importance. It's the who and the why.
Yeah, that's convenient. The shape's not important now. We've proven it can't possibly be flat, but that's not important. It's about the deception. That's what it is.
Why'd they lie about the shape? Who lied about the shape? And where does it?
Nobody. There's no point. It's the most irrelevant, stupid thing to ever lie about. Oh, you just believe everything the government tells you. No, I don't. Ever. Right? I'm suspicious of everything. I question everything. There needs to be a reason why they would tell the lie to the masses, right? There is no reason they would do it. They're going to hide God, are they?
That going to take you? The implications behind the lies are way more important than the actual shape itself. Correct?
Incorrect.
Exactly. So this is
yeah, he don't know what he just said. Yeah, exactly. Whatever he just said. Like a bollock fell asleep halfway through.
Thing, guys. With the TFE shit, this is the thing. Where we left off was Will Duffy doing the final debate and his final goodbye.
Yeah, where were you? Was any of these on that final debate?
That was funny as shit. I would like to go on that a bit, but before we do that, first of all, thanks for the member, JJ. Really appreciate it, brother. And this is the thing. I also wanted to play something before we get into the conversation. An awesome track. It's by PPPRX58. It's the name of the person who made it, right? So let's play that and we'll get into it, right?
No. Right, I'm not listening to that drivel. That'll do for today. This will continue tomorrow because they're going to really dig down deep, apparently, next. So I'll get into that on tomorrow's Whatcast here on YouTube. Please subscribe. I've got some members now. I had a live stream on Sunday night. I got some members on there. I got my first super chats on there. Cheers to everyone for that. And that I might make that a regular thing on a Sunday night now, as well as trying to do shows daily. If you've got content that you'd like me to react to, doesn't even have to be flat Earth. Just nonsense, right? Something that's funny. Let me know. You can either email me whatcast@gmail.com or any of the social media if you want to follow me on any of those at Whatcast, or just drop it in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, and all that other bollocks. Buymeacoffee.com/Whatcast to support the channel. See you later.